Hello, good to have you back in class. Welcome to Primary 1 class. I am chyblessy. Today on Basic Science, we are learning first aid. Did you get that? First aid. I know you've heard about it before, haven't you? You've heard about it. Do mommy have first aid box at home? She do. That's good. Now, what is first aid? First aid is the first and immediate treatment given to a sick person or an injured person. Let me take it again. First aid is the first and immediate treatment given to a sick person or an injured person. For the last time, first aid is the first and immediate treatment given to a sick person or an injured person. Did you get that? Now, when someone is injured and then you see blood gushing out, maybe, let's say for instance, an accident scene or at home. You know there are house accidents? Yes, there are. Maybe someone is cutting something at home and then the knife cuts the person's hand. And maybe it might be a deep cut and you see blood gushing out. What do? We quickly run to the first aid box, bring it down wherever it is. We'll now open it and start applying treatments. Now, how do you treat a person that is injured? You firstly use a cotton wool, clean the surface, as in the blood coming out. Maybe because inside the first aid box, you have methylated spirits. Did I tell you the things that are inside first aid box? Okay. Inside the first aid box, you have methylated spirit. You now use the methylated spirit and the cotton wool to clean the surface. Okay? Then, when you clean the surface, you gently apply just an ointment. Okay? Then you allow the wound. If it's a very deep cut, what do? You clean the surface, then you use light gauze, that's gauze bandage, to bandage around the wound. Okay? It shouldn't be too thick, too tough. It shouldn't be too tight. You make it light so that air will be penetrating inside. Then after doing that, what is the next thing to do? You quickly take the person to the hospital where proper treatment will be taken care of. Okay? Proper treatment will take place in the hospital. Now, inside a first aid box, what are the things there? What are the contents of a first aid box? Now, we have the cotton wool, like I said before. There is methylated spirit. We have scissors. We have plaster. Okay? Then we have pain relief, which we call, it might be paracetamol or any other mild pain relief. Now, assuming someone at home is sick with fever or headache, what do? And maybe mommy is not around, it's just auntie, mommy and daddy are not around, or you have your big sister around. She will quickly go to the first aid box, bring out paracetamol, and then give to you. Okay? At least to make your body calm down, your temperature to calm down. And then we'll now wait for mommy and daddy to come back. They will now decide either to go to the pharmacy and get you a drug or to take you to hospital. depending on the level of the temperature. Okay? Another thing, when there is an injured person with a very deep cut, you pour water on the surface. As you're pouring water on the surface, if it has a deep hole, please don't use your hand to scrub the surface. Maybe there are clots, clots of blood, as in blood that are thick, that gathers together. It's not wise to use hands to pull it out. No, that's very wrong. What do? You just pour water, cold water, on the surface. Continue pouring the water until the clots, as in the clots of blood, gently washes off. And then you have a neat place. Now, in case of such wound, you don't have to apply any ointment. Okay? What do? You just use a gauze bandage, light gauze bandage, and then to hold it round. Okay? Then, once you are done, the next thing is to quickly take the person to the hospital for proper treatment. Okay? For proper treatment. The use of first aid helps to also to control excessive bleeding. Like I just said now, you apply whatever you apply, and then the bleeding stops. But make sure in every case of an injured person, when giving first aid, the person has to be taken to hospital for proper treatment. Tell mommy, Teacher Chidinma said, after cleaning the wounds, using gauze bandage, the person should be taken to the hospital. Okay? And I've told you the contents in a first aid box. And I know now on your own, you can tell mommy what to do. Okay? I want you to go through this video again and then learn more on your own. And then this brings us to the end of today's lesson. Now, go to the link, click on it, do your assignment. That's the only way I can evaluate you. Okay? In our next class, please don't come alone. Bring your friends along. Okay? Remember to stay safe. For now, from me, it's bye-bye.